Before we get into today's episode, I have some thank yous I want to share. Since transitioning from 40 Thrive to the Grown-Ass Woman's Guide in September, there have been so many people who've gone above and beyond to make a huge difference in my life and the lives of those who listen and are part of the community. So I just want to take a second to thank them. Number one, our sponsor, Kindra. I couldn't have done this without you. You champion women to feel better, not only physically, but emotionally, mentally, and show up in our own lives feeling empowered and capable. And I truly appreciate what you do through your products, through your community, through everything that you put out there in the world. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for partnering with the Grown-Ass Woman's Guide. And thank you for offering such a generous discount to Grown-Ass Woman's Guide listeners. You can get 20% off at ourkindra.com, promo code GAW20. Thanks for that. I want to say thank you to Candy Apple. She is a web extraordinaire. I not only love working with someone so talented, but she is a human with a heart of gold. She's amazing, and I appreciate everything about you. Thank you. The partners on our website, grownasswoman.guide, they are businesses that are not only grown-ass woman-led, but they also support this brand. And I appreciate you so much. So check them out at grownasswoman.guide/partners. The guests, oh my gosh, Erin, Alex, Jen, Marion, Melody, Dr. Debbie, Valerie, Carrie, Courtney. I am so grateful for you all for being the first guests of this brand. And thank you to my editor and love of my life, Jeff McDougall. You always make time for me, this podcast, and my business. You are my greatest cheerleader, co-parent to 3 teenagers, and I love you to the moon and back. Thank you. The core 4, you know who you are. I love you. I have mad respect for each of you. My virtual assistant, Tora, and our supporters on Buy Me a Coffee. Did you even know that you could support the show by contributing $5 to buy us a coffee? It's real. I can link to it in the show notes, but I just really appreciate those who believe in the mission and the messaging of the Grown-Ass Woman's Guide and who support it right back. So thank you, thank you, thank you. My clients who are so amazing and kick-ass, ready to blow the lid off of their lives right now and are so brave and amazing. Thank you. And my best girlfriends who listen to me even when they don't want to and offer so much positivity and honesty. And I'm just feeling grateful. Can you tell? It's January, new year. I'm feeling effing grateful. And finally, to you, the listener, you are literally the reason that I keep going. When things get hard, I think of you. I think of what is it that you need in your life? What can I provide for you? And so I really, really appreciate that you keep coming back. And if you're here for the first time, awesome. There is like almost 150 episodes that have been created for you to help you elevate and thrive and live a life of authenticity and integrity and badassery and grown-assery. And so welcome and thank you. This is the Grown-Ass Woman's Guide. I'm your host and guide, Jackie McDougall. Menopause is unavoidable, but suffering? Yeah, that's optional. Kindra is redefining menopause with science-backed products, education, and my favorite thing, community. Whether you're wondering if you're at the early stages of perimenopause or you have already been there, done that, Kindra is committed to helping us all be the best versions of ourselves.
When you have simple things that can help you take care of yourself, that make you a better you, because that's really what we're ultimately all after, why not take advantage of those?
Get 20% off site-wide at ourkindra.com with promo code GAW20. That's ourkindra.com, promo code GAW20. I have so many plans for the Grown-Ass Woman's Guide in 2022. Yes, there will be a book at some point. There will be so many more episodes to help you step into your grown-ass woman self and more events. I can't wait until we are live and in person. And you know what? Some people are doing that, and that's awesome. I'm not going to get into it in the interest of privacy of others, but it's really my job to keep myself healthy so that others around me don't get sick. And so until it feels okay, I won't be able to do live events, but I will be hosting some virtual events very soon. So stay tuned for that. Another thing I'll be doing this year is more coaching. If you have never been part of one of my group programs or worked with me one-on-one, you might not even know that I do coaching. I started as solely a creative coach. I would work with women who wanted to launch a podcast or a YouTube channel or a brand, and we would create that. And it's been amazing. I have worked with some women who blow my mind every single day. But one of the things that I noticed, no matter who I worked with, no matter how high profile or beginner status that this person might be, we all struggle with the same things. We second guess ourselves. We know that we want to do something bigger and better with our lives, but we're so afraid to put ourselves out there. It is universal, the way we women talk to ourselves. And I have found that through my coaching, the most important work I do is seeing the magic inside someone, helping her pull it out, create a plan, follow that plan, and feel confident and empowered and hopeful for what she can accomplish in her life, no matter how big or small that might be. And so I've shifted away from solely creative coaching into working with women who are going through a transition in some way. And let's be honest, we're all going through a transition. Career transitions, family transitions, home, moving, all of it is happening for so many of us right now. I'm going through my own transitions. And the best part is I don't need to be some guru who has it all figured out, who has some blueprint or some way that you have to follow in order for you to be successful. I don't have that. But what we have is the answers within. We all do. I used to find that to be such bullshit, right? When I would wonder what to do with my career next, or if there was a tough decision in front of me and people would say, oh, the answer's within. I'm like, yeah, whatever. But I apologize to them because it really is. And so what I created is what I call the MAC method. And it's not a specific formula. It's mindset, accountability, and community. Those are the three things I have discovered, no matter who I have worked with, that are the answer to getting from point A to point B. And so that's what I love to do. And I will be creating more groups. I will be working with more women because it's not about doing more and hustling and nose to the grindstone. Like, I'm 50. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be more intentional with my actions. I want to work with women who want more in their lives, who are ready to take steps, not crazy steps, but small, consistent steps toward doing and being exactly who they want to be right now, today, in this moment. And as far as the podcast goes, I have so many episodes recorded that I cannot wait to share with you, experts and women who are doing incredible things. But it was really important for me to do this episode, just you and me. I have had a few weeks to contemplate what I'm doing, what we're doing together, and how to best show up for you. And one of the things I've been doing is reading and getting quiet and listening and realizing that I don't have to be a person who's got it all figured out. Like, I have a shit ton of really crazy life experience that has made me resilient and quick on my feet. And I lean into my intuition and I believe in integrity. But at the same time, I'm struggling every single day, just like you. January 1st hit and everyone's like, oh, let's go in 2022. And I'm feeling like I'm a little bit behind. I'm not ready to burst through the door as if a new calendar year makes it all better and everything's just brand new. I'm running a little bit slower this year. So I'm recording this on January 12th and I've had a slow start to the year, but that's okay. I think it's really important that we are all still in the middle of a pandemic and we have to stop looking at other people as if they're doing it right and that why am I so behind and why don't I have everything all together like they do? Well, you're on your own time and at your own pace, and I'm here to tell you it's okay. If you've been waiting for permission, here it is, okay? Just take your time and be on your own pace. One of the things I do love to do in a new year is come up with a word or words that really encompass where I want to go. It's sort of the North Star of the year. And in 2020, ironically, my word was connect. And then obviously, what happened. So that made it really, really hard. And then last year in 2021, my word was curious, because I think when we come from a place of curiosity, there is such less judgment of each other and ourselves. and we're able to listen and hear other people's perspective and really just try to understand each other in such a way that is so much more positive. And so my word for 2021 was curious. In 2022, my friend Marion was talking about how she was doing 3 words and that she had learned that from somebody who's in the marketing world. And I thought, yeah, that sounds really good to me. And so I meditated and I got quiet and I journaled and all the things that I've been putting off that I'm doing little bits of. And I wondered what my word or words would be for 2022. And the things that came to me, number 1 was align. I don't want to be that person who just throws things against the wall to see if they stick, or works with people or takes opportunities because they bring in income, but they don't feel good and then I'm miserable doing them. For me at 50, I want to do things that align with who I am right now and where I want to be. And so align is a really, really strong positive word for me. The second word I came up with is simplify. Oh my gosh, there's so much noise out there. There's so many things we could be doing. I don't want to spend a ton of time doing just for the sake of doing. Once I have aligned myself to what I want to do, I then want to simplify the steps. I'm doing those things that quote unquote move the needle or that bring results, but not all that extra stuff that's just unnecessary. And then my third word is sparkle. Oh my gosh, it's such a 12-year-old girl word, isn't it? But I love it. I love it so much. And one of the things that I know I have done, and maybe you have done, is sort of dimmed my sparkle over the years because people might be uncomfortable with it or they think I'm extra or too much. Well, too damn bad. If you don't like my sparkle, you don't have to stay. Why would I dim something that I know is part of me just to please other people when it doesn't please me? I am done doing that. And so this year, my words, align, simplify, and sparkle. And yes, I realized after that they spell ass, as in grown-ass woman. So how perfect is that? I would love to hear what your word or words are for this year. I created a post about it in the Grown-Ass Woman's Guide community. So head over there and let me know what your word or words are. I really want to hear. This year is all about you and me doing amazing things together in the Grown-Ass Woman community. I believe that a grown-ass woman shows up for her life. She does the hard things, and there will be some episodes to help you through those hard things. Some of that adulting stuff that nobody wants to do, but you know we have to. The stuff that you're like, oh, it's been on my list forever. I will bring in people who can help all of us to get those things done and empower us to be the adult we really need to be right now. And other guests who will inspire us all with their grown-ass woman stories, with the way they show up. Being a grown-ass woman is not a destination. It is a practice. It is a daily practice. And it includes so much self-love and self-care and a little bit of discipline. Being able to kick each other in the butt when we need it. Because it's not all rainbows and unicorns, but that's not where the magic lies anyway. I am here for you. Email me hello@grownasswoman.guide. Let me know how I can support you. Head over to the website, grownasswoman.guide, get on the list, and join our community on Facebook. I will link to all of these in the show description and show notes and corresponding blog post. It is time for us to come together to lift each other up and to help each other see what we are fully capable of as grown-ass women. I've got your back. I'm excited to see what you do. Let's definitely talk and see how we can work together. Stay tuned because next time we're back to interviews. I've got some great guests coming up that I think you will love. Be sure to share the podcast with a friend. That is the way we can grow and create a movement of grown-ass women everywhere showing up in their lives. Will you do that for me? Will you share this episode? And until next time, remember, you are a grown-ass woman. Act accordingly. Spring has sprung. And with the change of seasons, sometimes comes an increase in vitality. If you're feeling in the mood for a little more personal time, may I suggest Coconut. Coconut is all about providing clean and natural ingredients when you're enjoying your most intimate moments, with or without a partner. Naturally safe products developed by people who are obsessed with quality. Get 15% off with promo code GROWNASS at grownasswoman.guide/Coconut. That's 15% off with promo code GROWNASS at grownasswoman.guide/Coconut.